Breathing Space is a monthly service which meets on a Sunday afternoon in our village church, and it starts with a cup of tea and coffee and chat at 4 o'clock, and then it goes on to a short, quiet, reflective service in which people are led through a guided meditation. They might listen to a piece of music, they would have a reading, they would have an opportunity to light a candle. It's really just a chance for people to be in a church space but not have too much expected of them. They can just sit and be still and be quiet, hence the name Breathing Space. I had run a mental health skills course, and I taught to people as part of that course about mindfulness and meditation, because that can be very helpful to help enhance people's mental well-being, and it's a very current topic. So I created Breathing Space as a service for those people who had done that course, so that they would have a monthly opportunity to come and practice the skill that they'd learnt, but also they'd made friends on the course. So Breathing Space began with a core group of about 6 people from that course, but in the course of the 7 or 8 months that I've been running it here, it has grown because people have invited their friends, they just feel welcome to come along. Clearly, it's tapping into something that people really want.
I enjoy coming to Breathing Space because it's a quiet, reflective space, which is in the church environment, and has a kind of a Christian framework, but doesn't necessarily rely on the religious doctrine that you would be surrounded by in a normal church service. It's the peace, the quiet, the opportunity to reflect and to get involved in prayer that is not directed, that is kind of self-directed rather than externally directed.
It's something that anybody can lead. You don't have to be an ordained person to do this, you just have to be interested to learn. So that would be a useful skill, because I think an essential part of the meditative service is leading people into a quiet, still space, and those simple skills of leading a meditation would be useful. Other than that, simply having an idea about a piece of music or a picture that people could look at, or a poem that they could sit with quietly, that's all really the resources you need, a bit of imagination. We are in a very rural context here. We have a very pretty church. People do like to come and be in this environment. It has a sense of the sacred, if you like. But I actually began leading this style of service in an urban context when I used to minister in Rugby. And we used to meet in a side room at church, and that worked just as well. It didn't perhaps have the same local appeal. It was a larger parish. I regularly got 6 or 8 people, whereas here I'm getting, between 15 and 20 most months. I think it works well in a village because word of mouth and the sense of ownership of the parish church is in your favour. So if you offer something that gives people the freedom to just come in and be in what is their church and make them feel like they belong, that's really valuable.